super early morning, super early report, super early start. It's 5:02 in the morning and we have a 3-day. We are going to Chicago. It's about an 18-hour layover. 2 legs today, 2 legs the second day, 2 legs the third day. And our second layover is Phoenix, which is also about an 18-hour layover, something like that. They're long layovers and the credit time is good. I don't believe there are any sits, but I'll check in throughout the trip, of course. Made it to Chi-Town, to Chicago. Have I ever brought you with me to Chicago? I don't know if I have. The first couple times I didn't go out. One time I was sick. Another time I got in late. Crazy enough, last year, almost to the date, the 11th of December. And what did I do? I went to like the gym and walked around. Nothing too crazy. Do I ever do anything too crazy though? But anyway, so what are we gonna do in this layover? I'm a little bit tired, so I don't know. I don't know if I want to take a quick little nap or just head straight out. See once I get settled how I feel and what I want to do. But it's a beautiful day, you know. It's not freezing. I thought it was gonna be freezing cold, which is good. It's early enough. I want to go out to the city. What do I want to do? Oh, I needed to go to like the shopping area, I guess like their Fifth Avenue or whatever, or somewhere to look at some shoes. I need shoes for my birthday and a concert. So I want to go try the shoes on and look around, you know. But anyway, let me get undressed, get undone, and I'll check back in. I did not bring lunch with me, did not bring my food this trip, and I'm starving. Of course, when I don't have food, I'm the most hungry. This always happens, never fails. Okay, so we made it out the hotel. It's about 2:20, 2:30, and destination is, I forgot the area, what it's called, but the street is Michigan Avenue, where all the fancy shops are. I want to go to Jimmy Choo, and what was the other store? Jimmy Choo and something else. Also, Sephora. And by the way, I am taking the train like a real New Yorker that I am, to get the real feel of the city. Oh, that's offending. Oh yeah, we got it. I can't. So there's a line to get into the mall. You have to be 18 and older to get in. If you're not, you have to be with someone that is. It starts at 4 o'clock and after, I think it's 4 and earlier, sure, because it's school, but later, I don't know. Weird. But we ain't here to look for Sephora. So I wasn't able to find my eyebrow pencil. Now I need to get something to eat and go to the room because pickup tomorrow is at 8:30. No, I'm lying. Pickup is at 5:30. So I need to grab something to eat so I get back to my room and get a good night's sleep. I went to the pizza shop Giordano's. What is it called? Giordano's? Something like that, y'all. But the wait was like 45 minutes. I'll just get something at the hotel. I wanted to sit and eat and have like a little moment with a cocktail, but it's too late for that at this point because again, I want to get to my room and get a good night's sleep. So back to the hotel we go. I did food to go from the restaurant downstairs. Not really a restaurant, it was more like a pub. The restaurant, the bar and grill, was unfortunately closed tonight. Perhaps maybe because of the wedding that is taking place. Walking in the lobby, coming in the hotel, there's just these floods of people coming in these beautiful gowns and tuxedos, just suits, just looking real put together. Like, where are y'all going? Sitting down, I ordered my food to go. I'm sitting there and I'm like, what is going on? So I asked one of the attendees and then they confirmed that it was a wedding going on and they were all there for that. And talked to another group of ladies and they shared that it was about maybe 450 people. 450 people. I'm like, who's getting married? It's like, is it a celebrity? Like, what's going on? Like 450 people at a wedding. There was 22 bridesmaids. 22 bridesmaids. I'm like, I want to see this bride and groom. Like, I have to find them. Like, I need to see them. Like, I want to go to the wedding. Can I go? The lady and I were joking. She was like, you can come. They probably wouldn't even realize that you were here. The energy in the lobby was just like so inviting, so fun. Like, oh my God, I wish I could go. But I can't. I have to work tomorrow. And I'm just gonna sit in my room and eat a burger. That's what I got to go. I got a burger and did I even get cheese? I don't even know if it's a cheeseburger, child. I don't even remember. It's 6:52 and it feels like it's about 10 o'clock. Didn't really do much necessarily. I did get a chance to go check out the shoes that I wanted. Got a chance to try those on. I fell in love with one pair that is on sale. This pink pair I really want, but you know, my knees can't do it anymore. My knees cannot do anything over 3 inches these days. It's really, really sad. It's not even like a situation where my feet hurt. It's not a feet hurting situation. It's a knees cannot hold your ass up situation, okay? To be specific, a stiletto. All the real good shoes are 4 inches or better, you know? And I'm like, doctor, fix my knees, please. You know, like I don't need mega knees, but I need to be able to at least walk in a good shoe. So anyway, I went to Sephora as well, popped in there for a second, and I got 2 lip glosses because no reason. I'm gonna go and eat my food before it gets too cold and check back in with you tomorrow, either on the aircraft or once we get to Phoenix. Good morning. It's the start of day 2 and we are headed to, I don't remember. I think Salt Lake City. I could be making that up. And then to Phoenix. 2 legs today. It's gonna be a long day. So I'll check back in. We just finished flight 2. Made it to Salt Lake. Now we have like an hour sit and then we go to Phoenix. Heading to flight 2 of the day. Salt Lake City to Phoenix. I went to Cafe Rio. I know the last couple times I had it, it was terrible. It also was terrible today. It was super dry. So I'm just gonna have to give it up. I was so hungry, I didn't eat breakfast, so it is what it is. Off to Phoenix. was a day. Today was a long day. It was short, easy flights. Both flights were empty. There was no service because it was turbulent. The captain asked us to stay seated. The flight was only 1 hour and 9 minutes, so we weren't able to do the service. It is what it is. It happens sometimes, especially with an hour flight. The captain said, stay seated. You got to stay seated. I had a passenger like come this close to my face and like kind of whisper and ask me for a Coke. And I'm like, what? Not what? I'm like, yes, but what do you need? She's like, you think I can get a Coke? You think I get a Coke before I leave? Mind you, we're literally in the middle of deplaning. So I'm like, yeah, sure. When you're exiting the aircraft, ask them up front. And she sat there and waited. I'm like, you can go. It's okay. You can go up front and ask while you're getting on. Because at that point, we had gotten to her row. And she's like, no, I'll wait. I don't want to be a bother. I'm like, ma'am, either way, you got to get off this plane. So just go and ask. I'm going to call them and let them know you're coming. So she wanted her Coke. So again, it's like, you just probably feel like because we didn't do a service,
I'm leaving here with something.
So when we got off the aircraft, myself and then another girl, the two of us, we were in the back. We somehow ended up in the front out of the jet bridge first. And then the two who were in the front, they walked off behind us. One of them being the A. So as we're walking off first and they're behind us, this woman comes, a passenger, she's pointing her finger at the A like, what's your name? What's your name? Excuse me? She's going off, basically. She's going off. She's upset because she claimed that the A didn't let her daughter take her medication. Like what? She didn't give her daughter water to take her medication. So we didn't do service. So because we didn't do service, we didn't allow her daughter to take her medication. Like what? And Jay was like, no, that's not what happened. Your daughter was trying to use the bathroom while we were taxiing to the gate, and I asked her to sit down. I told her twice, you can't walk while we're taxiing. You can't do that. And I asked her to sit. So the lady's just going off. So Jay is like very calm and going back and forth with the lady in a calm manner. But the other three of us, we're like, well, the captain told us to stay seated. You're not supposed to get out. We couldn't do service. You know, we had her back. We're like going back and forth. Like the captain told us to stay seated. So therefore we couldn't do service. Additionally, you cannot be walking while we're taxiing to the gate. You have to stay seated. If you're up, we have to call the captain and let him know to stop the aircraft. So we're just like going back and forth with this lady. It was just a mess. So then at another point, we're all walking, like whatever, you know, like we walked off from the lady at a point. Because like we're off the aircraft, we're off the clock, kinda, but not really. You know, like we're about to go to our layover. We ain't got time for this. So we walk off and she like follows behind us. And at a point she pulls out her camera and it was like, oh my gosh, you know, like here we go. So one of my crew members was like, do not record us. You are not allowed to record us. So she's like, oh, yes, I am. Oh, yeah. And like, oh, my God. It was just, oh, my God. Surprisingly, I wasn't riled up. Normally, I get riled up quickly. I go from 0 to 100 really fast. But I was actually kind of just like, I just want to get to my layover. I ain't got time for this. I truly just want to get to my layover. I don't even feel like going back and forth with you. But one of the other girls, the one who told her not to record, was like really going back and forth with her. And the lady, I guess she said something about talking to like a supervisor or something. And she was like, I'll go with you. Come on, let's go together. So they both walking real fast down the concourse trying to find a supervisor or somebody. So we're looking for a red coat. They found one. And it was just a mess. Like just extra and dramatic for no damn reason. So essentially the red coat just said to the passenger, if you want to file a complaint, please contact Delta and file a complaint, and dismissed her. And we're standing there with the red coat explaining what happened, and it was just kind of like, did you have our back? It felt like the red coat didn't really have our back. It kind of felt like the passenger got the easy end of the stick and we were standing there being reprimanded, so to speak. Granted, the passenger doesn't know what happened after that, but the fact that the red coat let the passenger leave first, it just came off like, ooh, now you're gonna get in trouble. You know, it just, So we didn't like that. We didn't like how it was handled by the red coat. And obviously we all had to file reports, but you know, it was just unfortunate. Again, I was kind of like, whatever. The other two were a little bit more affected by it because they were in the front and obviously were a part of the situation, whereas me and the other girl were in the back. So as far as the passenger walking during a taxi and all that, we had no idea because we weren't there. But at the same time, we're going to stand up for our crew member and explain, like, yes, we couldn't do service because X, Y, and Z. And yes, if they tell you to sit down, you have to listen to a flight attendant. Sit down. And she's like, well, how are we supposed to get water? Bring your call button. And secondly, you weren't trying to get water. You were trying to go to the bathroom. It's just a mess, child. It was just a mess. And again, I'm just like, I just want to get to my layover. And she's like smiling as she's walking off, you know, that real Karen smile and laugh and smirk. And she's like, New Yorkers, like, oh! It was crazy, child. Right now, telling the story is like not as dramatic as it was in that moment. But anyway, after that, I got dressed really quickly. A couple of us went to grab something to eat, and then I went to the mall, tried on some shoes again, and they didn't have the ones I wanted. Found another pair that were cute, but it's not the vibe I was going for, and I could wear them with anything, but I wasn't trying to go for a toes out. Anyway, it's gonna be a long day tomorrow. Pickup is at 6 in the morning, so I'll check in tomorrow. Okay, good morning. How are you? Good day. Today is day 3, go home day. And it's gonna be the hardest day because we have 2 legs, but they're 2 long legs. We go from Phoenix to Seattle, New York, JFK. Long day ahead. Last flight of the day, headed home to JFK. Okay, so I'm finally home after this 3-day trip, which felt like a 5-day trip. Good trip overall. Currently 9:41. It's pouring rain here in New York City. And yeah, I'm about to get in bed, cuddle with my baby boo Oreo, and call it a night. I'm gonna bid for my January schedule. I was gonna try to do it tonight, but tomorrow's another day. I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching this one.